Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another weekly forecast. And yeah, it's been a while since I last done this. I've got married, traveled the world. Well, I've traveled to a few places, but hoping to travel more. But we are back, and I wanted to get back into this series because I know you guys need it, and I love doing this sort of stuff as well. And you can probably see that over the time that I haven't done this, price did push down past 1680, and ever since it did this, you can see price then pushed all the way back up to towards 1900 and probably should push there. But yeah, so 1680 got popped, price then accumulated and pushed all the way back up. And what we should be expecting going into next week is if you look at the daily candle, NFP allowed price to push back up past the highs. And now we're back into this little consolidation area we had back in last year, June, right? So what I expect price to do is I want to watch price very carefully going into next week, right? Because price pushed a key high, previous high last week on Friday. I would like to see what type of reaction we would have. You probably can tell that I'm a bit groggy. Yeah, I'm just coming off a fever yesterday, so I wanted to record this yesterday, but I ended up getting ill. But yeah, I think I'm on the stages of recovery. Hopefully, should be feeling better tomorrow. But I wanted to record this video for you guys, man. I did promise you guys I wouldn't sort of go back on a promise. So here I am. Anyway, right. Price is likely pushing up towards this level up here. So if I smaller, make this box now smaller, you can see and bring it across. Price is against this sort of resistance on. Here we have the distribution phase. You can see price basically pushed the high again, dropped, clear all the liquidity, retrace, and then this was the main sort of impulse move that we would have had. We did sort of get in on this move, I remember, and then we had a retrace and continue, and that then pushed 1680. Now prices come back to retest this, right? What we could get, if we look at the higher time frame, we could get tomorrow, Monday. One second, let me do this. Could get Monday pushing price back up towards this 1900 area. And then here is where you could start seeing some sort of retracement and a push back down to start the reversal process. If we drop down to the hour time frame, I'm going to show you something where what price has done. You can see that when price sort of pushed up towards this area, we then see price break the previous low. This was a fake out as caught on NFP here after this accumulation sort of thing. Price then pushed the high, right? Since price pushed the high, you should likely see price sort of push back down in the range, depending how far down we push. If we push sort of back down to the support level here, right? I'd say that this would be a sign of a reversal. So what you'd expect is you'd likely see price sort of push back up here. If price retraces, then that would be a nice place to get in on a sell with your SL above the previous high here. So that would be a nice sort of setup. That's what I'm going to be looking for at the start of next week. If I undo this and sort of show the other scenario, because we are in a uptrend, a very strong uptrend. If I sort of get this back into focus here, we're still sort of following this uptrend pattern. If I get my line up here, we're still moving up here. The last time we sort of popped down in this range and sort of flew was when we were back down right at 1680, right? So here's my pen, 1680, price then pushed up towards 1910 and then came all the way back down, right? So you had a break below 1680, you had a very strong push up. I see that price could push up to 1900s depending on what structure does, right? Remember when I gave you that scenario just like 5 minutes ago? If price doesn't do that, then you'd still see price keep pushing up, right? So what you'd want to see is you'd want to see what happens on Monday, Tuesday. If price stays above 1860, which is the previous high, and uses this as support, sorry, and then continues pushing up, you'd likely see a stronger impulse to continue this move up towards 1900. So those are the two scenarios going into next week. I'd look to do more of these, going forward. And yeah, this is sort of the first one to start off the year. And yeah, I hope everyone has like a great year. going forward. And I hope you guys are sort of following the channel. The links are in the description for the free Telegram channel. And that is the channel that me and Peter are working together with. We also have a mentorship program as well. Link is in the description. So I hope you've enjoyed the sort of weekly forecasting to give you a heads up on what's about to come. Let's see how this sort of plays out. And yeah, I'm dying on this recording, so I'm gonna log off and get me some drugs to feel better. So, yep, catch you guys in a bit. Peace out.